Very important question which was asked crores of times in the entire room. Crores of times in the entire room. What is the difference between final, finally and finalize? This part we are going to discuss. So do you know the similarity in the words? Maybe it makes this question as very important. Okay, this is almost you can expect crores of times asked in Java entire room. What is the difference between final, finally and finalize? So first I will explain final. Okay, can I spell out what is final? What is final? Final is a modifier. Final is a modifier applicable for classes, methods and variables, right? Okay, this is so the first word talks about final. Final is the modifier applicable for classes, methods and variables, right? Okay, this is so if I declare a variable as the final, then it will become constant. We can't perform reassignment for that variable. If the variable declared as the final, of course it's a constant, we can't perform reassignment, right? If a method declared as the final, yes, if a method declared as the final in child class, we can't override that method. Okay, this is in the child class, of course, inheritance is by default available, but we can't override that method, right? Okay, this is if a class declared as the final, if the class is the final class, then we can't extend that class. Is the nothing more? We can't create child class for that class. Are you getting? So the first point, final. Final is the modifier applicable for classes, methods and variables, right? Yes, take down. So this is about the final modifier, right? The second one, finally. Have you observed? Finally. Okay, this is. Can you tell what is a finally? Finally. What is a finally? Finally is a block. Finally is a block always associated with try catch. Okay, finally is a block always associated with try catch. Try catch and then finally. So finally is a block always associated with a try catch. Okay, this is usually try meant for to maintain. So here within the try block, what code we can take? Risky code, but not whiskey, risky code, right? Okay, this is we can take risky code, the code which may raise an exception. That code we can take within the try block is the risky code, right? Next, within the catch block, what code we can take? Handling code. Okay, this is within the finally block, what code we can take is cleanup code, right? Cleanup resource deallocation, like can you please close database connection, can you please close, okay, like so cleanup activities by default we can able to perform inside finally block, right? I hope you can aware. So what is finally? Finally is a block always associated with the try catch, so to maintain cleanup code. Okay, this keeps supporting finally. Now the third one, I hope up to this is the very clear for you. Now let me go for the next one, finalize. Can you tell what is the finalize? Yeah. So based on the syntax you can able to get. Finalize is a method. It's a method present in which class? Object class. Okay. Finalize is a method present in object class. So who is going to call finalize method? Is nothing but more or less finalize. This terminology is applicable for garbage collection, right? Okay, this is suppose assume I have one object is there and I have one object is there. Can you tell is it eligible for garbage collection or not? Yes, Basically this object, because this object doesn't have any reference, that's why it is eligible for GC. Now here garbage collector came, assume that garbage collector came. Okay, this is, so whenever garbage collector saw this object, then immediately garbage collector is going to feel very happy, because what is the food to the garbage collector is the useless objects only. Okay, this is, once a garbage collector saw this object, then garbage collector felt very much happy. Okay, this is because it got food to eat. But at the same time, what is the feeling of this object? Object is going to get shivering. Object is a bit panic. Object is a bit crying. Okay, this is. So whenever garbage collector came, it is dancing in front of this object. Boss, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to destroy you. Then automatically the feeling of object is nothing but it starts crying. It starts shivering, right? Okay, this is. So garbage collector saw the garbage collector having a bit mercy. Okay, what garbage collector is going to do? Object, definitely I'm going to destroy you, because that's my job. If I'm not going to destroy, then automatically I'm not going to fulfill my job well. Definitely I'm going to destroy you, but before destruction, if you have any last wish, let me know, then I can fulfill that. After that I can destroy you like. So garbage collector is going to give one bumper offer to the object. Okay, this is. So here immediately object is going to tell, boss, one database connection associated with me, or one network connection associated with me. Okay, can you please close this? Can you please close, and then you can destroy me, no problem at all. Like object is going to tell to the garbage collector, right? Then simple garbage collector just is going to call finalize method. Garbage collector is going to call finalize method on that object to perform cleanup activities, right? And to perform cleanup activities, right? I hope. So from this discussion, you people can aware, who is calling finalize method? Who is calling finalize method? Garbage collector, right? When garbage collector calls finalize method? Before destroying an object. For which purpose it is calling finalize method? To perform cleanup activities, right? So finalize is a method which is always invoked by garbage collector before destruction of an object to perform cleanup activities, right? I hope is clear. So three questions, Anna. Who is calling finalize method? Who is calling finalize method? Garbage collector. For which purpose it is calling? To perform cleanup activities. When it is calling? Just before destroying an object, right? Okay, this at this point. That's all. So more about finalize method we will discuss in garbage collection anyway. Just I hope you people are able to understand clearly, right? So what is the difference between final, finally, finalize? Final is modifier, applicable for classes, methods, variable. Finally is a block always associated with the try catch to maintain cleanup code. Finalize is a method always called by garbage collector just before destroying an object to perform cleanup activities, right? That's all. So this is the most valuable question, especially for the interview room. But here you people may raise some doubt. What is the purpose of finally block? To perform cleanup activities. What is the purpose of finalize method? To perform cleanup activities. Then what is the difference between finally and finalize? Just simple word, finally always associated with the try catch. I hope you people aware, we covered already, right? So here if you observe the resources which are open, the part of try block anna. The resources which are open, the part of try block. These resources will be closed inside finally block. So finally block meant for cleanup activities related to try block. Okay, this. But finalize method meant for cleanup activities related to object. Observe the difference, right? But both are cleanup activities, but one is meant for try block, one is meant for object. Take a note about this point also. So I hope you people are able to understand the most valuable question for the interview room. What is the difference between final, finally, finalize? Okay, this is, that's all.